Hey friends, this is Onward Christian Soldiers in the key of A. This is a really simple hymn to be able to chord and sing along. I've kind of kept it to the basics. Make sure to stop the video. If you do click right below the video in the description, you will find the link to the chord sheet and it'll make a lot more sense as we dive in. Okay, so let's find the chords that are in this song. So in the key of A, we have A, D, E, and then for this song, we have a B. So I'm going to show you where those chords are. If you look for this group of 3 black notes, the A kind of tucks in between there. So we're going to play A, C sharp, and then E. Okay, so if you imagine this chord being a triangle, we have the black note in the middle, the 2 white notes on the bottom. We're going to use this same shape for 3 total chords in this song, okay? So we have an A. So let's move up here. Actually, we're going to play a B next since we're right next door. So put thumb on B, and then we're going to play these 2 black notes. So we have B, D sharp, F sharp. So this chord I kind of see as a curved line where it's playing the white, black, black, curved shape there, okay? All right, coming back to that triangle shape, if you put thumb on D, we're going to play the D triangle next. So we're going to put D, F sharp, A, black note in the middle here. Again, triangle shape, helping you to remember that there's A, D, and E being our triangles in this song. If you kind of freeze this hand in this shape, move up to the E position, just right next door, and we have our E triangle. E, G sharp, B is our E major chord. Okay, so A, E, D, A, D, E, because in order, are the 3 triangles, and then we have that curved line. So think of it like those 2 shapes, okay? Left hand is going to be playing single notes. We're going to put pinky on A. Since the song is in the key of A, I find it easy to put pinky on A. And then we're going to play just single notes with these chords. So we're going to play A to A single, or chord here over. Okay, then B to B, single note. And for this B chord, I like to use fingers 1, 2, 3, if that helps you. You can play 1, 3, 5, whatever feels good. Okay, D triangle, and then freeze that right hand and play the E. And there you go, single notes to chords. All right, so I'm gonna play and sing through, bringing in the rhythm of verse 1, and then we'll see how it sounds when we break down that rhythm for you. Here we go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe, forward into battle, see his banner go. A lot of times there's patterns, there's things that we can see that repeat, but for this case, there's not really every other line that the chords repeat over and over. What you will find excuse me, in this song is that we have a ton of verses and all of the verses are the exact same. I've kind of stripped out the complicated chords for this song, keeping them in the most basic way for you. So once you notice that verse 1 is the exact same as all the other ones, that takes care of a majority of your song. Okay, so I will notice a pattern a little bit in the chorus. We have this chord A, E, A, repeating for the 3rd line, A, E, A. Okay, so there's repetition there. Let's jump in it together, breaking down the rhythm first for you, okay? So this song is written in 4/4 time signatures, so it kind of works really well with this rhythm I call 1-to-2 ratio, and it kind of just puts both hands together, and then we just play the right hand by itself. Together, right. Together, right, together, right, together, right, and so on. You could practice that in the A position, which is our starting chord. Together, right, together, right. Just getting used to a good foundation to play any song, really. Okay? All right, so let's take a look at the verse 1 together and work through it. Here we go, starting with that A. Onward, Christian. Okay, freeze this chord, that shape in your hand, and move up to the E position, thumb being on E. Okay, pick up that E single note. Soldiers marching as to, move to the A chord. War, with the cross of E. Jesus there's that curved line here, the B single note. Going on B, E chord, for Christ the Royal, A. Again, you're just freezing from triangle to triangle. That helps take out a lot of that overwhelm of like what notes make it up. You kind of almost can like feel it in your hand moving from that triangle to the triangle. Okay, here we go. Christ the Royal Master leads against the D. Forward into battle. See his banner. E right next door. Go. Okay. So that takes care of all of the verses being the exact same. Let's move on to that chorus. Starting out with the A. And again, A, E, A is going to repeat twice, okay, for lines essentially 1, 2, and 3. Okay, here we go. Onward, Christian soul. Whoops, sorry. E here on the word soul. Soldiers marching as to A. Whoa, repeat. With the E. Cross of A. Jesus. Okay, here's going to go the D and the E. They're right next door. Going, here we go, on B, A, 4. Okay, so you'll notice that last line, you kind of had to go rather quickly through that D to the E. You only have a bit, D, E, and A, okay? Going on B, 4, and then the A finishes us out, okay? All right, so go back to the beginning of the tutorial. I'd encourage you to just play right hand only, just block chording through the different chords, getting your hand used to playing that triangle because that's going to take care of a lot of this song. Then work on the left hand. Where are the single notes at? Just so you can get more chord recognition down first before adding in the rhythm and the vocals as well. For the final playthrough, I encourage you to play and sing along with me or just play along while I sing for you. And when you mess up, just find that next chord or the line that you can keep going with me. For the sake of kind of simplicity, since there's a lot of redundant chords over and over and over with every verse, I'm probably going to only go through 2 or 3 verses just to get you a glimpse of what the whole song is going to sound like. All right, here we go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the Royal Master leads against the foe. Forward into battle, see his banner go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. At the sign of triumph, Satan's hosts both agree. On then, Christian soldiers, on to victory. Hell's foundations quiver at the shout of praise. Brothers, lift your voices, loud your anthems raise. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus Christian soldiers.